Hi, I'm Jared Chester, part of the Beck's PFR team in our London, Ohio site, and today we're looking at our fungicide foliar study on corn. Every year we get the question come tassel or silking time as far as whether we should apply a fungicide and if we think it will pay. So we wanted to bring you some actual scouting and observations before the combine rolled to show you what we're seeing in this plot today. To set up this study, we've got a hybrid 6225 HR, which normally shows a response to a fungicide. These are 6-row plots behind us, and basically our control has no fungicide applied. And from there, we're testing 4 different fungicide products, all at that R1 or silking time frame. So we've got Delaro, Trivapro, Zalera, and Preemptor. So let's go in and see some of the visual differences. So as we come inside the plot, we can see some pretty big differences between some of our treatments. On this side is our Trivapro treated corn, so at that R1 or that silking time frame. As we just come in and look at the plant, pretty big differences just in terms of stay green and amount of green tissue left on the plant this time of year. You can see that in terms of the ear leaf and up, we do have disease on the plant as we're about 60 days past our application, but in terms of stay green, huge differences. Now the other thing that we always look at in terms of a fungicide application is actually stalk strength or stalk integrity. So to do that, I think most farmers address that just by simply a 45-degree bend test. So on this side, let's look at our Trivapro. We'll just pull 3 ears here, or pull 3 plants. All 3 snap back. Let's just go to our control or our non-treated fungicide pass. So you can see that out of those 3 random plants, actually one of those 3 plants actually broke out. So in terms of showing return on investment and yield gains, maybe fungicide isn't a year in, year out, every year it's going to pay, but in terms of standability and late season harvestability, that's some of the things we can't quantify with our PFR book. Here's the other late season observation we wanted to make sure we shared with you guys. So we're starting to see that certain hybrids definitely give us a more consistent response to a fungicide application, and we think part of it is actually due to what we see right here. So this is our control, non-treated, non-fungicide pass, and you can see that there's some differences in these 2 plants. Although we're getting a little bit late in the game, it's a little bit tougher to tell. You can see that this plant on this side is definitely a little bit farther along in terms of its senescing. When you look at that leaf, we have almost no green surface left in it or green tissue, versus this plant on this side you can still see a slight hint of green. The other differences we see are in terms of the stalk health and strength, and we can see that this plant on this side looks like it almost just prematurely died. And that's what we're seeing, that some of these hybrids that have a greater tendency of premature death are the hybrids that we really need to target with our fungicide applications, as they give us more yield. And we think that it's actually due to prolonging that life and giving us a deeper kernel. Basically those added bushels are just coming in kernel depth. We've harvested this fungicide foliar study, and here's our yield results. As you can see, all 4 fungicide products that we tested showed us an advantage in yield over a control of no fungicide, with Trivapro being the biggest response of a little over 13 bushels and showing us a $36 return on investment. Now we're pretty excited this year to be able to match some of these in-season observations that we saw before the combine with these added yield gains. We know fungicide is a tough decision farmers make every year, and hopefully being able to match some of these in-season observations with our multi-location, multi-year data will help you make this decision in the upcoming years. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.